Okay, what we have here is another fake Amazon scam. You gotta hand it to those guys. They really try to fish you and get you to click on their links. So let's just do some analysis here. So it looks like this is, wow, that's a really funky header. And this is a pretty known GAP SMTP. It's a pretty known bouncing email server. So yeah, that looks a little suspicious, Amazon there. So we're just looking at the raw data here, and yeah, that's a known email server that they use to launch from. So we're just looking at the code here, and they copied all these addresses, and that should be your first. So they use they used Outlook to create this, and any of the Office apps, you can just create some HTML blanketed template. And so we're going to check our hrefs, and we got an href here. So that actually points to Amazon, and they're pulling some icons there. So they're being kind of sneaky. They're trying to make their phishing attempts look legit, but it's kind of dumb because they'd have to. Let's say Amazon does change those links, those absolute links, then their emails are going to break. So, oh, your credit card on file has been declared. Uh-oh, spooky, spooky, spooky. But look here, this is where we find right here, LinkedIn. This is the bad stuff. So they're hosting some scripts on their LinkedIn profile. So when you click on that link, it actually takes you to LinkedIn, and you'll be like, wait, this is Amazon. And so they've got some corrupt code on LinkedIn, and that's why LinkedIn, I always go back and say that LinkedIn, be very, very suspicious, because that's not only social engineering, but hackers use that to embed code. And we're seeing with this example and the next example, we're seeing where they're actually paying for ads per se on ad servers, and they're paying for these ads. And so when the Googles or the LinkedIns pull these ads actually contain malicious content. So they're actually pulling an ad. LinkedIn is pulling an ad from a site, and that site is hosting malicious code. So they're trying to be sneaky, because many of these ad sites are legit. All they want to do is make money to sell advertising. So a lot of times your firewalls, all your AV, all that usually lets that slide on through, because that's also suspicious looking too here, we're finding. But a lot of those like ad sites, like your double clicks, all your analytics sites, a lot of those are legit, meaning they're for business to business. People use them to gather analytics. But hackers are going to these sites, and they're buying ads. And so they're like, okay, I'm a advertising company. I want to sell some ads. And so on the face, they look legit. But they're not. They're selling these ads that when you click on the link, it goes to an ad that's got malicious content, like gstatic.com. Some of these are legit sites, but they're embedding malicious content on legit sites. So that way they're hiding under a legit site, and they're even using AWS, Amazon Web Services. And they're trying to hide within a legitimate site. And so they will take out ads. They will take and it could be an ad of anything. They don't really care. But LinkedIn will pull that ad, and if somebody clicks on the ad, it actually goes to a malicious site. So that's another thing to watch out for, is have ad blocker on your websites, like whatever ad blocker, legit ad blocker, to block a lot of this, and even configure your firewalls, corporate and or personal, to block a lot of ads. Not only because ads are annoying, the hackers are using those as legitimate sites. Sign in with your email and password. So they're using that for legitimate sites to get past your AVs, your other software. So this is another one we found. This is another email we found. We found unusual transactions. Oh no, click on this to verify your account. So we're just kind of going through here, just some standard analytics that we always do here. So the first case is not Amazon, like we're seeing here. And that's not an Amazon domain. So let's look for some more href tags here. Let's look again, gap SMTP. A lot of hackers use that, and there's a lot of they're just like but they're sending it to a bunch of email addresses, as you can see there. So we're going to just kind of look through this, look through some hrefs, just do some average analysis here, and we look for our href tags, and then we're also looking for and see Amazon Business. It sort of looks legit, but there you go. Shortened tiny URL. There you go. So that's the so that shortened tiny URL PXLNE. Again, it's a tiny URL site. So if you're a business and you have a gigantic URL, you can subscribe to this site to get a shortened URL. Their business case is legit, but it can always be used for malicious content. So obviously this is not Amazon. Amazon does not use that format. So just something. So that's another way that they're going to these shortened URLs, and these shortened URLs, these alias, map back to a malicious site. So again, they're trying to be so sneaky. Just be careful if you get an email that says, oh, your account has been suspicious activity, or you get a bogus whatever. You get a